Good morning, Hulacorn Hoopers, and all Hoopers joining us for the first time. Welcome to Hulacorn Hoops mobile hoop class. Not too sure which number it is, so let's just forget the numbers and go with the flow. Excuse the pun. So I hope you're all having a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Firstly, it is absolutely amazing out the side. The sun is shining, as you can see, directly in my eyeballs. The birds are chirping. The wind is a little bit gusty today, so I hope that you are going to be able to hear me throughout the whole tutorial. We've got today planned mandalas, which are one of my favorite things in the world. Not just as far as hoop tricks go, but you may have noticed my entire back is full of mandalas, so this one is a bit of a special one for me. Mandalas actually representing completion, for those who didn't know. Right, so there's a few that I'm going to be going through with you, a single-handed, double-handed, and a couple of special ones. There is a little bit of a sneak peek at the end of this for what we'll be covering in next week's tutorials. It's a bit of a combination of both, so I thought I'd, there's the wind, give you an introduction to it first. So yeah, let's get cracking. So the single-handed mandala looks like this. Let me just see if I can get properly in the shot. And you can bring it in front of you. There's a few ways that you can transition from a mandala. So I'm just going to show you again. Flip it over and just bring it in front of you. You can also turn that into a wee thing. And there's a few things. There are two ways of getting into that mandala, but I'm going to first show you how to do the mandala, and then I'll show you the other version of how to get into it. So I'm just going to see if I can get everything in the shot over here. So because I'm using my right hand, I'm going to obviously use my right hand for the mandala, so I need to be going to the left hand side, to the right hand side, sorry, in order to break it underneath my arm. So you're going to be going like that. Then you want to grip the hoop, grip it, pull it underneath you. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. You want to get your thumb on the inside and swing it on your thumb so that your hand gets to the inside, and then let's go down and then you can continue to carry on with the mandala. That was actually a two-handed mandala, but I just wanted to show you the hand movement. So let's try that one again. Oh, lots of noise this morning. So you grip it, put it under, put your arm in, or hand in should I say, and take it over. And then when you're on this side, it's just gripping it and bringing it in front of you, and then it will be going in the opposite direction. That's a good catch. Okay, so that's the one-handed mandala. One more time. Going, grip it, and go around. Grip it in front of you. So I'll show you that from the back, I think, because that might give you a bit of a different angle for it. So, yeah, let's start again. You're going, you grip, put your hand in, flick it up, turn it over, and then onto the other side. So there you saw well, you can actually also just continue with going in a circle. That's also quite fun. So get it going, and then you actually turn with your hoop, and you just keep going, and you can do that as many times as you like until you get dizzy, really. So the two-handed mandala, you did see a little bit of it, is often referred to as prayer hands. Same principle, just so that you stay in front really, or you stay facing forward, using your other hand to take the mandala, to take the hoop. So you keep going. When you get to the top, you put your hand in, you try and find your hand, or it's going a bit wonky, as if you're doing a prayer, let go, and bring it down next to you. So This oftentimes does go a bit wonky for me because of my left hand again, but I am busy trying to work it out, trying to do some therapy on it, but we'll see how that goes. So let's try that one again. You're going to the left hand side, right hand side, rip it, go, find your right hand with your left hand if you are doing it on the right hand side until you're in prayer. Take your hand out and bring it down. So let me show you that from the other side as well. On the back, should I say? So you can see everything. Okay, so grip it, bring it, prayer hand, and down. And that is the two-handed mandala, the single-handed mandala, and how to get into it, one version of how to get into it. The next one is, I call it the Daisies mandala because I learnt it at Rocking the Daisies with Hoop Love when we had a little workshop there. So how you want to get into it is pretty much the same way. Rip it, take it over, I'm just showing you in real time because it does take a little bit of momentum to get there. And you can also change directions. So that is one version, the extended version of which is to add a little spin. So, okay, let's break that down. You are spinning, for me, to the right hand side, but on the back plane. So let's just move it this way. You're spinning on the back plane, so the hoop is going to go behind you. It's not going to go to the side, to the front, it's going to go behind you. So I'm going to turn so that you can actually see what is happening from the back. So you're going in your back plane, you're gripping it, you're passing it. Let me see if I can see. You're passing it to your left hand and you're isolating it back up. So this is why we're going to do isolations in the next tutorial, not just for this trick but for the next one as well. As you isolate it, you keep gripping it and then you you grip it at the top at both times. So when it's at the top, your hands are busy facing down, move it down. When you're at the bottom, your hands are busy facing up. And so you just keep passing it. You can see all of it. And then for the extra spin, you keep passing it and you just spin it on the one side. And that makes it sound so simple. Okay, so you're passing, spin. Spin, spin, spin. And that's how you do the Daisies mandala. I hope all of that was in the shot. I see it was a little bit maybe too close together. Okay, so the last trick that I want to do is actually show you, it's called a mandala iso pop. And just figure out how I'm going to get into it here because it's not quite the same way. Or let's actually show you how to get into the one-handed mandala or the two-handed mandala from on the body first. So you're going, lift it, and then into a two-handed, or you can continue with the one-handed. So that hand movement is a little bit easier, a lot easier to do actually because you're not getting your thumb into it. So let's just show you that again. You're lifting, and as you're coming down, you're gripping. Your hand is already in the position that it needs to be in to bump it underneath your arm. And then you go. Single-handed, turning with, or double-handed. and then you can continue. Or you can turn it into a different trick. You can transition into a different trick. Just to show you what the other one was. So the trick that I'd like to show you is a bit of a combination. Like I said, it's an iso pop with a mandala. So just get some momentum. So it does take a bit of focus sometimes because of my left hand, but that's basically what it looks like. And from the other side, on the back, you're spinning, pop, pop, and pop. So that takes care of mandalas. I hope you found that useful. I hope you found it interesting. I'm going to start doing a little bit more flow tutorials as well. So from next tutorial onwards, you'll start seeing that I'm going to incorporate all the tricks. You kind of saw that today, that we have been doing into a little bit of a flow, just so that you have something more to work with when you're trying to do these tricks. So if there is anything that you'd like to learn, please do let me know. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Bye.